What's up? What's up, everybody? It is March 3rd, 2025. What's going on? Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York, also a certified trichologist. I am your most favorite trichology strategist and trichology business strategist. What's up, Mika? How y'all doing? Listen. I wanted to jump on because it is really time for us to create and to really, hey girl, really curate some trichology content. There's some things that is going on I'm not seeing in these trichology streets, and I need us to talk about it. I am currently using it, but I just want to make sure that you're using it. So we're going to really quickly talk about curating trichology content, and then I want to make you some money. Can I make you some money? Is that all right? Hey, Linda, I want to make you some money, and I want to talk about curating content. So grab your pens, grab your paper, grab you some juice. It's going to be real quick because my daughter got another basketball game, but I wanted to do that for you. So really quickly, a little bit of housekeeping. I am live on Facebook. Maisha Edmond. I'm live on YouTube. So if you're not over there subscribing, please do. And then I'm live over here with my main church over here, Trichology underscore on Trichology underscore 911 on YouTube. I mean, TikTok. No, what is this? Instagram. Child, am I old? Yes. All right. So I'm about to make y'all some money. I'm about to give y'all this content, and we're going to go on about it. Also, really quickly, if you want all of the ins and outs and a way for me to really help you to implement it, I am having an impromptu strategy 911 tomorrow night. It is going to be absolutely amazing, and you'll be able to get all the ins and outs. So you know how I do. You tell me about your business, or I know about your business. I tell you how to implement it. I'm basically giving you the strategy and letting you walk away with the bag. Okay. So of course that's paid is probably, I think it's $50. And then if you want the ebooks and all that other stuff, I'll give you that information too for that. But also I have two ebooks, two new ebooks, five, what is it called? The five. Don't get me the line. I'll tell you about it later. Anyway, come to Strategy 911 tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely crazy. All right, let's get into it. So let's talk about I know I got notes. I love a good note. So let's talk about it. Curating trichology content. And so we already know, just like in 2020 when everybody was kind of like jumping online, just trying to talk about trichology, not really knowing where it fit and what was going on with it. But the trichology streets were very crowded, right? So now they're not really so much crowded, but it's kind of like those of us that were in it for a little bit are kind of getting a little, I don't know, lazy, kind of like, oh, it's not really working for me. It's not what I thought. And so I want to help you out. Plus, there's some things that are happening right now. So I want to make sure that you get that. Okay. So basically, I want you to look at the fact that you can get trichology content from anywhere. If you work with me, oh, they still crowded? You know what? I don't even, you know what? You could be right. But what I have noticed is, although they're crowded, there's not a lot of quality. There's not a lot of quality. So the quantity, absolutely. But for those that are really making a difference and really etching out and carving out their niche in the niche, it's not a lot. It's really not a lot. So I want you to understand that trichology content is everywhere. I remember just doing a pop-up strategy 911, maybe like 2 weeks ago. And I was talking to somebody about posting. And, it was like, you know what? I really don't post. I don't post a lot. I don't really feel the need to post. That's not my lane, or whatever the case. And I'm like, very good, but you're posting salads. So why can't you just, if you're going to take a picture of the salad, why don't you just break down everything that's in the salad and let us know how it grows hair, right? So like some things like that. So you have trichology content everywhere. And there are different ways to distribute your trichology content, right? So it depends. You can write an ebook. You can you can have an ebook series or a series of videos. And I wrote some things down. You can make helpful lists. You also can make like regular videos. You can go live. If any of you remember the LBOs, you can go live. You can make a post series, and you also can review products that may or may not help to support hair growth, right? But then there's also current events. There is current events. And so either way, I want you to really look at the fact that there's trichology content everywhere that you go. And so I want to give you some strategies. I want to make you some money and go on from there. How many of us have heard of DEI? Right? It's all the rage, right? It's like, we're not spending no money, there's DEI rollback, there's all the things, right? But have you looked at the fact that, okay, because here comes your money, right? DEI in the trichology space. Now, I'm always coming up with something, so just trust and believe. DEI in the trichology space. For me, what does that look like? That looks like detox, exfoliation, and invigoration. Detox, exfoliation, and invigoration, right? So DEI scalp and hair treatments, right? Because the whole thing is you got to put yourself in the flow of what is trending in order to bring truth to it. Does that make sense? Put yourself in the flow of what is trending in order to bring truth to it, which means that there are so many people. Oh, you got that? Now let me know if you like it. Let me know if you like it, right? There are so many people that are like, hey, Marquita, there are so many people that's like, okay, you got your DEI, and it's like, oh, this and the outrage, right? But I want you to look at the fact that you have DEI in your clinic. Detox, exfoliation, and scalp invigoration. So you literally, and this is now I'm really gonna get into it tomorrow when y'all come to the pop-up strategy 911. But I want you to go in places that you have not been. And I want you to, or listen, go back on Canva or make a post. And I want you to say, I'm offering DEI solutions for hair and scalp in my trichology space. Or if you are a healthy hair care stylist, DEI for you too, right? Because you've got to make money, but you're also helping people. It is a point of conversation. Do you know how many TikTok videos you can make? So what would be your DEI, right? You have detox, exfoliation, and invigoration. Now, why does this make sense? Have y'all seen that there's this big uproar about synthetic hair and the carcinogens? Yes? So how many people do you know have crochets in, braids, right? How many people? Right? A lot of people. You might yourself, like me, you might have crochets in, so they're using synthetic hair. Wouldn't it be very smart to use your DEI on those people that have that are worried about the carcinogens that are in the synthetic hair? So if you can offer a detox, an exfoliation, and a scalp and hair invigoration for your potential clients, if you could work up a campaign for that, that's going to bring you revenue. That's going to bring you new clients, and it's also going to make you relevant. Absolutely. So if any of you are still seeing clients that are getting any kind of weaving services, and they are concerned about, and you are concerned about just the findings, right? I remember, oh man, it had to be like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I went to Orlando and I was in a trichology at a trichology retreat or whatever the case, and we were discussing how most of the products in the regular beauty supply store cause cancer for Black women, down to color, down to color. Anybody ever heard that? Has anybody ever heard that? Literally, most of the products that are sold in the aisles of a beauty supply store, cancer causing some kind of issue, some kind of triggering with the hormones. If you've heard that, then you understand that you, as a trichologist or a person with trichology information, right, you are needed. So it's not just where you're positioning yourself, because I need you to reposition yourself, right? You're not just here to quote unquote grow hair, but now you are looking at the maintenance and the well-being, the health and the wellness of the scalp. So if you are still seeing clients that have hair loss, absolutely. But now it's time for you to kind of get in the way of those that are like, I love a good weave. Even if you're not going to be their stylist, right? So there are clients that will come to you and they have their very, their very favorite weave stylist or whatever the case. Hey, Becky. But maybe that particular stylist does not have the wherewithal to do DEI on their scalps, right? They don't have the proper technique for detox or the depth of information that you need and the skill for detox. So properly detoxing the client's scalp, detoxing their hair, making sure that the scalp is invigorated, understanding just how to get impurities out, way past something topical, right? And so I want you to look at that. I want you to look at the fact that there's a problem with, you have the synthetic hair, but then there's still processes because of the different curl patterns that we purchase, right? For our clients, that there's still some kind of a chemical processing, and that's right on the client's scalp. We understand that the follicles are there, the skin is an organ, right? And things go into it, and all those different things. So we have to look at that. We have to look at that. So I want you to look at tonight, as you're curating your trichology client, your trichology content, that you have a DEI campaign as well. Detox, exfoliation, and invigoration. Now you can fill in DEI with whatever you want, but I'm just trying to make you some money real quick. If you want to make some money real quick, figure out what your detox is going to be, what it's going to do, how much it's going to be. If it's going to be a full 3-part of DEI, right? Are you going to break it up over a certain amount of time? Or are you going to do these 3 steps in one visit? How many times are you going to do it? Is it a one and done? Right? And we get into all of that when you come to Strategy 911 tomorrow night, because I'm really going to spend time with whoever is there, making sure that I give you your price point, how you're going to do it, what your marketing is going to look like, your social media posts, and how you're really going to put yourself in certain places that we don't think about so that people can see you. But right now, you have to look at, people are in a panic. They're in an uproar. I cannot even tell you how many videos, including from my 14-year-old daughter, who sent me a video on TikTok about the carcinogens in synthetic hair. Right? So if you know people that are getting braids, they're still getting weaves, different things like that, you have got to, hey, Nat, you have really got to look at the fact that there are going to be people that are looking for answers. As a trichologist, you are a solution. You are more than I grow hair and drink this tea, right? And take these supplements. But you are also an answer. You are a solution to the panic. The panic. So we want to tell our clients and potential clients, listen, don't panic. Come into me. Come in and see me so that I can, do DEI on your scalp. Not only that, but then that's the point. Okay, because see this, now I'm getting into the pop-up tomorrow. Y'all got to come to the class tomorrow night, right? But then you look at what else is needed, right? So you have that thing that draws them in. Okay, DEI. Oh yeah, DEI. We talking about that? Is that the same thing? Is that diversity, equity, and inclusion? No, that's detox, exfoliation, and invigoration. All right, cool. But what is it for? Okay, well, look, you're buying the synthetic hair. You don't know the processes. When you dip the hair, it releases the carcinogens. When you sweat, all those different things. So these things can be cancer causing. When you look at women of color with fibroids and hormone issues and different things like that, does that lend directly to what we're putting in our hair and on our heads and on our scalps, right? Again, when I went to this particular trichology thing like 5-6 years ago, we were talking about how most of the things on the shelves of the regular beauty supply store are cancer causing, right? So what are you going to do? How are you going to put yourself in position? Hey, Pauline, how are you going to put yourself in position to be an answer? What are you going to do? Okay, so join me tomorrow night. It's $50. Absolutely amazing. Don't miss it. But I'm going to literally be taking time with everybody that's on. I'm going to show you how to position your DEI, how you're going to put it together. Let me see. Point after relaxes, but exactly. So Linda is on Instagram. She said, this is interesting. They're going after relaxers, but driving clients to alternative hair. Absolutely. So so now what are you going to do? Right? Because we already know you dip the hair in ACV, it takes the coating off. But what was the process in which everything was done? Right? So now does that say, oh, you can't use it? You can't use the hair? You can't get anything, right? Like now, what's the solution going to be? Are you going to be able to get in front of it? How do you get in front of it? That's the thing. How are you going to get in front of it? Well, one of the things that you're going to do if you're a trichologist, a new trichologist, and a proven trichologist, or someone who is a healthy hair enthusiast, you're going to look at the fact that, okay, there needs to be detox. There needs to be exfoliation. How about your clients? I don't care how good they weave is, and it's just beautiful, and it just look like it's coming out their scalp. Now they need to start coming into the trichologist more, or into their healthy hairstylist more, because you need to be able to get to that scalp. You need to be able to exfoliate. You need to be able to detox, right? So if anybody asks, what's your position on DEI? I got that in my clinic. I got that in my salon, right? Detox, exfoliation, and invigoration. Absolutely amazing. Also, helping your clients get through the panic of what's going on with synthetic hair or any commercial hair, as well as me giving you strategies to make money. But for right now, whatever you can glean from this, I just gave you some money, and you welcome, right? So go ahead into your Canva, and I want you to go ahead and put together your DEI campaign. Let the clients know that you're offering DEI, detox, exfoliation, and invigoration for the hair and scalp, especially if you are somebody that is wearing synthetic hair or any commercial hair. Want to make sure that your scalp is healthy, right? Because we understand that scalp is skin too, right? Scalp is skin too. We want to make sure that we take care of the scalp. If we take care of the scalp, of course, it helps to provide healthy hair, right? But also we want to make sure that we are detoxing our clients and making sure that we're in a place to be a solution and not just somebody that's putting a band-aid on something. All right. So I hope I helped you. I hope I see you guys tomorrow. I'll be posting very soon. And I'll put the link in the bio for you guys to join me tomorrow night. Thinking about like 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time. And we're really going to get into this. So if you need help with strategy for your DEI, for how you're going to help your clients and really just to kind of be a solution, you want to join me. Also, those 2 ebooks will be available tomorrow. I was supposed to do it like 2 weeks ago. I just didn't push the button. So I'm just going to release them both tomorrow. All right. Have a great day today, guys. Happy hair growing. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye. No, bro, stop.